There is no doubt that sedans are dying a very slow and very painful death. Everybody is looking for an SUV or an electric SUV. Jaguar actually has plans to go all electric by 2025. And today I'm checking out really the only sedan left in the brand's lineup. My name is Omar, and today I'm test driving the 2021 Jaguar XF. Personally, I'm a big fan of sedans. There are a lot of new car shoppers out there that are buying SUVs thinking that they need the extra space. But honestly, in my opinion, if you are a family of four, you can get along just fine with a sedan. And if you're one of the few in the market for a sedan, the 2021 Jaguar XF is one of the most beautiful options that you have. Not to mention, currently, it's really the only Jaguar sedan that you can buy. The XE and the XJ are gone for now as Jaguar prepares for its all-electric future by 2025. So that means if you want to buy a Jaguar right now, you only have the option of an F-Pace, an E-Pace, an I-Pace, the F-Type, and this. So how does the new Jaguar XF drive? This is way more about comfort than it is about driving performance and dynamics. And since there aren't many sedan shoppers out there to begin with, Jaguar is simplifying the way you can buy the XF. For starters, there isn't a 6-cylinder option at all. You just have two 4-cylinder engines to pick from. The entry-level P250s pump out 250 horsepower, and they will take about 6.5 seconds to get from 0 to 60. If you want a little bit more from the XF, you will have to go for the R-Dynamic P300 that I'm testing over here. And that will give you a 2-liter 4-cylinder turbo engine pumping out 296 horsepower and 295 pound-feet of torque. That's made it to an 8-speed automatic transmission, and 0 to 60 for that takes about 5.8 seconds. Now those are the numbers, but how does this thing really drive? It's as smooth as you would expect from a Jaguar. This is definitely one of the most comfortable riding sedans in this segment, but it's also one of the least dramatic ones. It handles just fine, it's just not that super exciting. If you're looking for a comfortable luxury sedan, you'll be happy right here. Now we'll talk about the minor changes to the outside a little bit later, but most of the major upgrades are seen on the inside. The overall interior is very similar to the Jaguar F-Pace SVR that I recently tested, and again, the first thing you'll notice when you get inside is this giant 11.4-inch touchscreen display that houses the brand's new Pivi infotainment system. Now I know a lot of people out there aren't a fan of tablet-looking screens, but I honestly think it looks really nice here. It's a curved display and it's very sharp and very responsive. Previous Jags have had a really bad reputation with their infotainment systems glitching out, hanging up, or just not working at all, but Jaguar has totally fixed it. This thing is smooth, it's very easy to use, and there are no freezing issues at all. Now you can be a little bit cynical because of Jaguar's past history, because I'm just testing this thing for a week, and so far I've had no issues at all. I didn't have any issues in the F-Pace SVR, and I haven't had any issues in the XF. But yeah, this infotainment system is standard across the XF lineup. You don't have to pay extra. All Jaguar XF trims get this, and it comes standard with Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. If you want navigation, you'll have to go up a trim level or two, and you will get the Pivi Pro infotainment system. And if you want a deeper dive into Pivi, check out my Jaguar F-Pace SVR review. I went into great detail on how the whole system works and how it's outstanding, at least in my experience. Link is in the description below, so check that one out. As for the rest of the interior, just like the F-Pace SVR that I tested, Jaguar focused on making the interior of the XF a simpler and cleaner place to be. There is a use of solid, high-quality materials throughout this cabin. Now, don't go hating on me in the comments. I only get to test these cars for a week, so I can't speak on long-term reliability and quality, but in my experience for the week that I've had it, it's been great. The seats are super comfortable. Honestly, they feel like you're sitting on a couch. All XF trims come standard with heated front seats, so that's pretty nice, and you can add on a package if you want cooled front seats. Now, my favorite two personal touches on the inside are the way you can select your drive modes by pushing this knob right here, picking through the options that you have, and pushing it back in. This reminds me of the old Jaguar XF gear selector. And then also like the way these two dials give you the ability to control 3 functions, including your cabin temperature, turning your heated or cooled seats on or off, and changing your fan speed. The rear seats are also pretty comfortable. You have a total of 37.2 inches of legroom back there, so it's not that bad. So how's the exterior? Not much has changed at all, and that's really not a bad thing. You can't really tell the old XF apart from the new XF. It's still one of the most beautiful sedans out there. Very minor updates have been made for 2021. The easiest way to tell the old model year apart from the new model year is to just look at the headlamps. Jaguar has updated its lineup with what they call the double J blade daytime running lights, And honestly, it gives their cars a lot of character. I really love when brands put in signature design elements and little Easter eggs because it really gives the car some identity. But yeah, overall, there have been some minor updates, nothing too drastic at all. And in my opinion, a lot of the luxury brands have some really bland looking sedans. And I rhymed there a little bit. The Jaguar XF, even though not much has changed at all, has aged really well. It's still one of the most beautiful looking sedans out on the road. So how much does the new XF cost? And this is where the XF really shines. The Audi A6, the BMW 5 Series, and the Mercedes-Benz E-Class all carry a starting price tag of over $54,000. Even the awesome new Genesis G80, which comes from a brand that's ready to steal everybody's lunch, starts at over $47,000. Well, Jaguar is hoping that it can move more sedans with a cheaper starting price tag of just $43,995, or let's just round it up to $44,000. And the XFR Dynamic that I'm testing here starts right under $50,000, and as tested and as loaded here, you're looking at right over $62,000. And my test model here, in terms of options and packages, just has a bunch of visual upgrades and some driver assist tech, so that price tag is very, very impressive. So would you buy the Jaguar XF over the competition? Let me know in the comments. Honestly, the only thing that I'm really upset about after driving this around for a week is the fact that we'll never see a Jaguar XF SVR with the 550 horsepower supercharged V8 under the hood. That really sucks. And also, Jaguar's electric car ambitions are pretty aggressive. They plan to go fully electric by 2025, which isn't that far away, and I wish them the best of luck, but I really hope that happens. And I really hope that SVR stays alive to give performance electric cars a run for their money. Either way, thanks for watching. Make sure you hit subscribe, make sure you hit like, make sure you follow me on Instagram and on TikTok. My handle is @OmarDrives. I'll catch you in the next one. Take care. Peace. Honestly, to me, the only people that buy a Jaguar are the ones that want to set themselves apart from the crowd. By the way, Jaguar, when you go electric, please target a range of at least 300 miles plus. Don't just stick around that 250 mile range that everybody else is doing.